गणेशाय नमः। ओम श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः। ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। ओम समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम्। ओम सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। ॐ शन्नो मित्रः शं वरुणः शन्नो भवत्वर्यमा शन्न इन्द्रो बृहस्पतिः शन्नो विष्णुरुक्रमः। नमो ब्रह्मणे नमस्ते वायो त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मासि त्वामेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्म वदिष्यामि ऋतं वदिष्यामि सत्यं वदिष्यामि तन्मामवतु तद्वक्तारमवतु अवतु माम् अवतु वक्तारम्। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। अर्थज्ञान प्रधानत्वात् उपनिषदः ग्रन्थपाठे यत्न उपरमो मा भूत् इति शिक्षाध्याय आरभ्यते। Now, Upanishad is mainly Artha Pradhana. Artha Pradhana means meaning. So, in Upanishad study, one has to put forth one's efforts in comprehending the meaning of Upanishad correctly. So, Upanishad, when we read, because the language, Upanishadic language it is, the language of Upanishads is mysterious, is to be understood by the grace of the teacher and by one's own reflection. So, because Upanishads are mainly Artha Pradhana, because it is just not like a Patha. It is not like you chant a prayer, you know that this prayer is meant for this God, but one may not know the meaning of the prayer. In general, you may know that I am praying to Lord Shiva in this prayer. Every day I do this prayer. For whom? Lord Shiva. And internally you have some kind of desires, satisfaction, that he should take care of me like this. And now what is our responsibility? We leave the meaning to God only. God, you know the meaning of my prayer, so better you understand and give me what I want. So I don't know the meaning. So you know, no? So better you understand. So, but in the case of Upanishad, it's Artha Pradhan. It gives us results only when we comprehend the correct meaning of it. Now, comprehending the correct meaning of these Upanishads depend on correct pronunciation. In Sanskrit or in any language, little twist here and there, little pronunciation varies. If it varies, the meaning changes. So, that is the reason why in our Indian languages, what is written and the pronunciation, it goes In English, you spell something and spelling is not according to what you spell out. Biscuit, B-I-S-C-U-I-T. No, so many. Endeavor. So many use it, many meanings are there. Some letters are silent. So there is in certain languages, there is a possibility of writing something, and if you want to spell it, it's not possible to spell it correctly. And then similarly, in our Shastras, Dirgha, so many things are there. So, Sahi Ucharan, correct spelling, pronunciation, is one has to master it. So, because Upanishads is depending on the correct comprehension of Upanishad depend on the meaning of it, and meaning depends on pronunciation. So let there not be any slackness, laziness on the part of the student in pronunciation, especially Vedic pronunciation. There should not be any slackness. So that is a very important yatna uparama. One should not withdraw from the efforts. Mabhut, may it not happen. Therefore, Siksha Adhyaya Arabhyate. No, Shiksha Adhyaya now begins. So, Shiksham Vyakyasyamaha Varnaswaraha Matrabalam Matrabalam Samasantanaha Ityukta Shikshadhyayaha. Now, Shiksha, Shikshyate Anaya iti Varnadi Ucharana Lakshanam. Now, what is Shiksha? Shiksha means Shikshyate Anaya iti. That which something is learned, Anaya, through which that which something is learned, Shikshyate, is Siksha Vidya. So, what is that which anything you learn? Varna Adi Ucharana Lakshanam. It is the essence of pronunciation of letters and sentences correctly. So what is Shiksha? Shikshyate Anayayate. That through which something is learned is Shiksha. And what is that through which something we always learn? Learning begins with pronunciation. So correct pronunciation. So, Varana Adi Ucharana Lakshanam. What is the nature of this learning? Nature of this learning is correct pronunciation of letters, words and sentences. Now, this is a great art. In a study group, in our study groups, when we read, one person reads a paragraph, the study group members don't practice, because one of the intellectual overconfidence is that I know English, Gurudev's commentary in English, I know how to read. But when somebody reads in the study group, in the others' hearts, goods train, Rajdhani Express, they travel. Why? घबराहट होती है लोगों को मन में. Why? The person who reads, he reads neither to understand for himself nor to make others understand. Like a goods train or Rajdhani Express, load, go. This abhyasa we don't do in study groups. Why? I would call it as an intellectual arrogance. which the person himself has not yet discovered, that I have this kind of overconfidence or a sort of arrogance. If I know how to study a paragraph, where to pause, where to stress, where to emphasize, how long a word should be pronounced, and intonations, pitch, everything, the meaning becomes crystal clear to those who are listening to it with alertness. So it should become clear both to the reader and to the listeners. अब देखिए, once you read it, if you are not understood, so I have not understood. So I have not understood statement is valid only if you read once properly. But we don't read with these principles. So we just brush it. Now, then we say I have not understood, because it is not understanding. The statement should be actually, first of all, I have not read it properly. So most of the time, we again go through it, everybody, because neither the reader nor the listener were interested in attuning themselves to the science of pronunciation. It is not that valid only for Vedic meters and Vedic license. It is also valid for every study, adhyayana, what we do, for which we need to practice. So, that which something is learned, shikshate anaya iti varnadi uchcharana lakshanam. It is a science of pronunciation. Now you understood the application of it. So don't think that this Taittiriya Upanishad, Dvitiya Anuvaka, about Shiksha, this particular line, only meant for Vedic old age science. No. So this is to be taught, this is to be learned. That's why in news readers, they have to practice and they should become an adept in it. Where to pause, where to think, where to close the sentence, where to put a comma. This we don't want to do. So shiksham, meaning shiksha, shikshyate anaya iti varnadi uchcharana lakshanam. Very beautiful one. So this is called shiksha. Shikshyanta iti, otherwise, or athava shikshyanta iti. Or we can say that those things that which are learned, shikshyanta, shikshyante, these things are learned, which can be learned. So they are learned. Iti shiksha varnadaya. What is to be learned? Varnadaya. Letters, etc. are to be learned. That which can be learned also. They are to be learned, something which is to be learned. And they are always to be learned only. ये अपने आप नहीं आता है, pronunciation. So, this is a practice required, especially with Vedic things because of Uchcharana. But even in English, I told you an example already. I don't know, if you are very sincere, you can try this method of practicing a paragraph at home first. Then read it with a love and affection that others who are listening should understand. Others का मतलब छोड़ दो. We read and we don't even understand. So that is our shiksha. So shiksha eva shiksha. Shiksha itself is shiksha virgam is shiksham vyakhyasamaha. Actually shiksha itself is shiksha. There is nothing difference. But why Dairghyam? Dairghyam Chandasam. It is a Vedic license. Dirgham is a Vedic grammar. Otherwise, Shiksha itself is Shiksha. Don't think you are talking about Shiksha, but Upanishad mantra mein Shiksha hai, Dirgha. No, why Dairghyam Chandasam. Tam Shiksham Vyakhyasamaha. That Shiksha means that science of pronunciation. Vyakhyasamaha. What is Vyakhyasamaha? Vispashtam asamantat katayishyamaha. Vyakhyasamaha means the teacher says. Vispashtam. Vispashtam means crystal clear clarity. Pronunciation. The clarity in pronunciation adds beauty in any language. So, Vispashtam, Visheshena Spashtam, this beautiful pronunciation. Vispashtam plus Asamantat. Asamantat, fully. So, clearly and fully, Shiksham Vyakhyasamaha. We shall now explain the science of pronunciation completely, that is fully and clearly. We will teach. Samantat Katayishyamaha. We shall speak about it. Now the grammar is brought out. How this is Vyakhyasamaha, Khyasamaha, Khyati, all those things. Kya. So, Chakshino va Kyan adishtasya Vyang purvasya Vyaktavak karmana etad rupam. This is a verb now. Vyakhyasamaha means what? Verb. We shall speak. Speak is a verb. So this verb construction is grammar. I just brief it. There is no point to think on it. It is said that Chakshino va, meaning this verb is derived from the root called Chakshin. Chakshin is the root. Okay. With that, what is happening now? It changes to Kya. Chakshin, Kya. And preceded by Vyang Purvasya, V and A. Vya, V plus A, Vya. V and A is preceded. V plus A plus Kya. V, Vyakhya. So V plus A plus Kya. V and A preceded by. So what is that now? Vyakta Vak Karmana Rupam. So this is the, he expresses now in the form of words, etc. This is called, this is a form how it is constructed. Now that is not required for us because we are not concentrating on grammar part of it. Tatra, there, in this science of pronunciation, what are the components? Tatra, Varanaha, Akaradi. What are the letters? A, I, U, U, A, A. So, Varana, all the alphabets consisting of A, I, U, etc. Tatra, Akaradi, Varanaha. A, etc. They are all letters. 56 or 54, whatever, different languages have different letters. So, this is the first Varanas. So, that is science of pronunciation. Now, each letter has to be first learned how to pronounce. I don't know whether you must have learned. We were rubbed on our head 4 different types of alphabets. A, B, C, D. 4 A's and 4 B's and 4 C's and 4 D's. Confused होकर एक सीखना ही मुश्किल है. Did you learn like that? We learned 4 types. बैठो फर्स्ट स्टैंडर्ड में, बाबा ये तो ये क्या दूसरा ये आ गया, ये भी ये है, स्मॉल ये बिग ये कैपिटल ये आई लाइक द जिराफी ये, एक algebra, जीब्रा, एलिफेंट ये, पापा. Now computer you have different A's, B's and everything. So here akaradi. Next swaraha. Swara means udattadi. Udatta means accent. Goes up. Udatta, anudatta, on accent, and swarita, pitched, correctly pitched, right pitched. So swara. So first of all, letters are to be pronounced. Then the udatta up. Dirgha udatta also is there. Vyakhyasyaamaha. Like that. Varna down. So Varna Swaraha. Swaraha is Swarita. It's great pitch. Varna na ki niche. That is Anudatta. So Swara Udattadi. Swara, that is Swara. What is Matra? Matra means what? Hraswadhyaha. Matra means measure. Measurement. Matra. Measurement. What is the measurement? The time required to pronounce each letter is Matra. So, if मात्रा में गड़बड़ हो गया ताल चला जाता है म्यूजिक में ताल goes away. So some words if you want to drag for tal. Matra is important. How long you pronounce it. So matra hraswadhyaha, hrasva, dirgha, etc. time takes to pronounce. Balam means emphasis. On a particular letters when we chant, it should be emphasized. The emphasis also has to be correct. So when you are reading English also, certain words are to be emphasized. It's fully ascertained. So, emphasis fully. I want to touch on the word fully in the particular context. If I want to touch emphasis balam on ascertained is very important. It's fully ascertained. So when I say ascertained, oh, that is more important. I want to give that word. So ascertained is pronounced in a balam. Emphasis is correct. All these things practice in study group only. Actually, so many people read in study group. मुझे तो कुछ समझ नहीं आता. मैं अकेले जान लगा के बैठता हूँ कि क्या है वो एकाग्रता चक्के पे चक्के चले जाता है. What is that? Either pronunciation में गड़बड़ या नहीं तो sentence pronunciation common, commas, full stops, semicolon, hyphens, inverted commas, everything is Advaita. All Advaita Amruta Varshinim. Advaita Amruta Varshinim. What Amruta Varshini there? What dada. बाबा वो कहाँ वो किससे बोल रहे स्वामी जी इन्वर्टेड कामा से. अच्छा इन्वर्टेड कामा तो बोलना ना. सेमीकॉलन, हाइफन, एफॉस्ट्रोफी कुछ भी नहीं है. You know that how you read in study groups, huh? Danda hai na. So don't tell me. संस्कृत तो पढ़ने हमको नहीं आता. ठीक है, संस्कृत थोड़ा इंग्लिश तो आता है ना. इंग्लिश तो बचपन से आदत नहीं हुआ, बस गड़बड़ जोड़ी बाल्टी में पढ़ देते हैं. तो ठीक है स्वामी जी, पढ़ के क्या फायदा. बाकी पढ़ने के बाद सब लोग दोबारा पढ़ ही लेते हैं, क्योंकि मैं जो सुनाता हूँ कोई समझ में नहीं आता किसी को भी, तो फिर दोबारा पढ़ लो. Here balam, prayatna visheshaha. It is a special emphasis, a kind of effort in spelling it out. Acha, sama varnanam majjava vritti ucharanam samata. Sama means what? Actually, majjama vritti, samata, uniformity. Sama, uniformity. So uniformity is medium tone of pronunciation. Majjama vritti, ucharanam, samata. Sama. So some kind of, pleasant sentences in a wonderful way sometimes. It has to go in a, without any jerks. It has to be read. So that is called samata, sama. In sentences also. In public speaking also. So this is very beautiful. Varnanam majjama vritti ucharanam samata. Santanaha. Santana means santati. Santati means continuity. Santati means samhita here. Here Samhita ityartha, Santanaha, Santati, Samhita. What is Samhita? Juxtaposition, conjunction, bringing different things, grouping together, conjoining of the letters. Samhita, Sandhi. So many letters you conjoin them. This conjoining the letters is an art. You know that, no? There are so many sentences are there. In Telugu also, very wonderful sentence है. एक लेटर हटा के यहाँ पे लगा दिया तो वो पूरा मीनिंग बदल गया. एक्चुअली मैं बता देता हूँ आपको, तेलुगु में तो बोल देता हूँ. रामुनितो, भगवान राम जी से कपिवरुंडु, कपिवरा मीन्स कपिवरुंडु, हनुमान जी, इट्लु अनिये, thus spoke. So रामुनितो, तो मीन्स इनसे, भगवान राम जी से, कपिवरा, वो का तो के बगल में लगा दिया. तो का माने तेलुगु में पूछ. तो रामुनि तोका माने भगवान राम जी का पूंछ. नो, सुनने वालों को डाउट हो गया, रामुनि तोका, भाई भगवान राम जी को तो नहीं है, वो पूछ तो नहीं है उनको. अबे यहाँ पे लिखा हुआ है, ऐसा बोला है. So that spelling, that is called conjoining of the letters and words. English also is there, Tamil also is there. English also we know that. So many sentences are there. If comma missed somewhere, somebody is hungry. So this is a very art. Otherwise, entire meaning, entire vidya goes for a sixer. So before we learn Upanishad, especially any Shastra, this is first taught. So Guru is speaking. So Tatra Santanaha Santati Samtachartaha Yeshahi Shikshitavyaha Yeshahi. This is to be taught. Shikshitavyaha. Tavya Prachaya. It has to be taught. Kartavya. Tavya means it has to be done. Shikshitavyaha. It has to be learned. It has to be taught. Learned from the student side, taught from the teacher side. Shiksha yasmin adhyaye so ayam sikshadhyaya. In that chapter in which sikshadhyaya, meaning what? Chapter adhyaya in which this science of pronunciation is told is called Shikshadhyaya iti. No, is that no? Sikshadhyaya आखिर में आया ना? Iti Sikshadhyaya. So the chapter in which these things are spoken. What is? Varnaswaraha, Matra, Sama Santanaha, all these things. When it is taught, the chapter in which these things are taught, science of pronunciation, how to read, how to spell, how to conjoin the letters, etc., etc. Sama Santanaha ityuktaka Shikshadhyayaha yasmin adhyaya soyam Shikshadhyaya iti eva muktaha. Ukta means uditaha. Teacher says now, uktaha, meaning this chapter we have already seen so far. Like suppose next day, everyday class, one sentence is told about last day's class, that so far we saw this. This has been told. So, uktaha iti eva muktaha uditaha. Uktaha iti upasamharartaha. Uktaha means also indicates it is upasamhara. Conclusion, already concluded. Teacher is reminding the people that इसके बारे में मैंने बता दिया. How to chant, how to spell words, letters, etc. Now, तृतीय अनुवाकम. अधुना संहितोपनिषद उच्यते. Upanishad. Samhita Upanishad means what? Samhita means what? Conjoining of letters. Right. Very beautiful one. Conjoining of letters. Letters are anything joining. Upanishad. Upanishad is what? Meditation. So meditation on certain sandhis, what we find, conjoinings in the universe. This is now Samhita Upanishad, it is called. Third Anuvaka, from Hido Upanishad. It starts because it speaks about conjoining of letters, certain words, certain sandhis spoken about. When we read, we will understand what is all about. It is a meditation, upasana. Upanishad here, meditation, esoteric meditation, something which has to be taught and contemplated. Okay? Now take out textbooks, repeat after me. Listen carefully and try to repeat with swaras. Sahanau yashaha, sahanau brahma varchasam, athatasagam hitaya upanishadam vyakhyāsyāmaha. Panchasvadhikaranēshu adhilokamadhiज्योतिषमधिविद्यमधिप्रजमध्यात्मम् तामहासगं हिता इत्याचक्षते. अताधिलोकम् पृथिवी पूर्वरूपम् द्यौरुत्तररूपम् आकाशस्सन्धिः वायुस्सन्धानम् इत्यधिलोकम् अथाधिद्यौतिषम् अग्निः पूर्वरूपम् आदित्य उत्तररूपम् आपस्सन्धिः वैद्युतसन्धानम् इत्यधिज्योतिषम् अथाधिविद्यम् आचार्यः पूर्वरूपम् अन्तेवास्युत्तररूपम् विद्यासन्धिः प्रवचनगं संधानम् इत्यधिविद्यम् अथाधिप्रजम् माता पूर्वरूपम् पितोत्तररूपम् प्रजासन्धिः प्रजननगं संधानम् इत्यधिप्रजम् अथाध्यात्मम् अदराहनुः पूर्वरूपम् उत्तराहनुरुत्तररूपम् वाक्सन्धिः जिह्वासन्धानम् इत्यध्यात्मम् इति महासंहिताः य एवमेतामहासंहिता व्याख्याता वेद संधीयते प्रजया पशुभिः ब्रह्मवर्चसेनान्नाद्येन सुवर्गेण लोकेन थैंक यू, मुश्किल से पार कर लिया, चलो तृतीय अनुवाक। फिर आगे पूछते हैं, स्वामी जी ये तैतृय में कब खत्म होगा? रोज इतना पढ़ना मुश्किल होता है। अभी एक बार हुआ ना, फिर साथ में पढ़ना है ना, साथ में फिर इतना पूरा आप पढ़ना पड़ेगा। सहनौ यशः सहनौ ब्रह्मवर्चसं अथादस्सगं हिताया उपनिषदं व्याख्यास्यामः पंचस्वधिकरणेषु अधिलोकमधिज्योतिषमधिविद्यमधिप्रजमध्यात्मम् कामः सगंहिता इत्याचक्षते अथाधिलोकम् पृथिवी पूर्वरूपं द्यौरुत्तररूपम् आकाशस्सन्धिः वायुस्सन्धानम् इत्यधिलोकम् अथादिज्योतिषम् अग्निपूर्वरूपम् आदित्य उत्तररूपम् आपस्सन्धिः वैद्युतसन्धानम् इत्यधिज्योतिषम् अथाधिविद्यम् आचार्यपूर्वरूपम् अन्ते वा स्युत्तररूपम् विद्यासन्धिः प्रवचनकं सन्धानम् इत्यधिविद्यम् अथाधिप्रजम् मातापूर्वरूपम् पितोत्तररूपम् प्रजासन्धिः प्रजननकं सन्धानम् इत्यधिप्रजम् अथाध्यात्मम् अदराहनुपूर्वरूपम् उत्तराहनुरुत्तररूपम् वाक्सन्धिः जिह्वासन्धानम् इत्यध्यात्मम् इतीमामः सगंहिताः एवमेतामः सगंहितां व्याख्याता वेद सन्धीयते प्रजया पशुभिः ब्रह्मवर्चसेनान्नाद्येन सुवर्गेण लोकेन। Now, तत्र संहितादि उपनिषत् परिज्ञान निमित्तं यद्यशः प्रार्थ्यते तत् न आवयोः शिष्याचार्ययोः सह एव अस्तु। Now here what is happening? Sahanau yashah, that is what is a bit now. See, Samhitadi Upanishad Parijnana Nimittam. Now on account of gaining the knowledge of Samhita Upanishad, Samhita Upanishad Jnana, knowledge of the science of this conjoining of the letters, Sandhi. So Samhita Adi Upanishad Jnana Nimittam. Now we have gained the knowledge of Samhita. So on account of this gaining of this knowledge of Samhita Upanishad, right? Samhita means science of conjoining of letters, Samhita Upanishad. Because of this gaining of knowledge, what is happening? So the Yashaha Prarthyate. So the fame is prayed for. Fame. Name and fame. So that fame which comes out, which was the result of, born out of the understanding or knowledge of the Samhita Upanishad, that one. So that fame prayed for. And that fame, naha, to both of us, to us, avayoho, to us. Who are you? Both of us means Shishya Acharya Yoho. So, on account of studying this Samhita Upanishad, one gets fame. May that fame come to both of us. Both of us means both Shishya and Acharya Yoho. Sahayeva, simultaneously, that is the meaning. Not that first teachers get and then fame afterwards Shishya. No. Both of us, Sahayeva, simultaneously may we get that fame. Fame born out of understanding or the knowledge of Samhita Upanishad. Prarthyate. The fame is prayed for. So maybe that means what? Fame is what means what? Means that when the teacher and the taught together they are praying for fame, meaning people around and also our work should continue. So, may fame is not a selfish fame here. It should be known and should be spread everywhere. That correct chantings, correct understanding. Let that fame spread everywhere. So it's prayed for. Like a fragrance. Let it spread. Both of us, to us. So, for that fame, we are praying, let that fame come to us. Because of the knowledge of Samhita Upanishad. Both of us simultaneously. Sahayeva astu. Now, because of that fame means not a what understanding here, that fragrance of correct understanding which spreads everywhere and people recognize it and get benefited. So let me be useful to the people around. Let the fragrance of my personality emanate. So in the form of a fame. Now, tan nimittam. Now, reward of that fame again is one what? Tan nimittam cha yad brahma varchasam. Brahma varchasa means spiritual preeminence. Brahma varchas. A seeker who is contemplating, who is withdrawn, in face mein, aankhon mein, if you see, there is some special varchas is there. Some light. So Brahma varchas only artistically is painted as an aura behind the head. Actually, it is not behind the head, it is in the head. But we cannot put in the head. We put in the head is covered. So we put the chakra goal behind. That is called Brahma varchas. That emanates out of it. Out of sadhana. Otherwise, we are like a drunken faces. Sharab. If not that sharab, matta, intoxicated by the worldly objects, worldly enjoyments. उसमें ना हमेशा तमोगुण में रहते हैं और रजोगुण. That spiritual preeminence is not there. So splendor, tejaha, Bhagavan Shankaracharya says. What is Brahma varchas? Tejascha. Tejaha. Tacha. So this Brahma varchas also Sahayeva astu iti Shishya vachanam ashihi. Now this is a prayer offered by student and not the guru. Student is offering prayer that both of us to that fame come to you and me. And let Brahma varchas also come to me. Shishya vachanam ashihi. Sahayeva astu iti tan nimittam cha yad Brahma varchasam tejaha tacha sahayeva astu iti. Now let that also come to us simultaneously. Brahma varchas. Now Shishya vachanam ashihi. It is not Guru is praying for Brahma varchas. So Shishya vachanam. So student is praying. Let that Brahma varchas come to both of us. Tan nimittam. Because of this fame and also continuing studying of this Upanishad, Samhita Upanishad, Adhyayana. That's the reason why those upasakas, nishtha, atyanta nishtha they follow. They follow routine, strict schedule in Anna Shuddhi, Vyavahara Shuddhi, Vichara Shuddhi, sab Shuddhi, pure food. Not, pure food means sattvic ahara, not katva, amla, lavana. Bhagavad Gita we said no. Very pure food they take, sattvic ahara. And also the pure vichara, pure vyavahara. And they are very, very strict they follow. And unke aankhon mein some kind of Brahma varchas comes. Our Gurudev to Brahma varchas ke Brahmani hai. Those who have seen him live from close, you will understand. Like a shining fire eminence out of it. Tejas. So, therefore, that Sahayeva astu. Now, why this prarthana prayed by student? He says, Bhagavan Acharya Shankaracharya says, Shishyasya hi akrutarthatvat prarthana upapadyate na acharyasya. Now, who is not fulfilled here? not accomplished, completed the journey, Shishya. Shishya is akrutartha, not krutarthi, akrutarthi, meaning he is not accomplished, he is not actually the what you call fulfilled. Whatever his aspiration is there, it is not fulfilled. So Shishya is empty, he is feeling empty, he is not fulfilled in his aspirations. So Shishyasya hi akrutarthatvat prarthanah bhavati. So it's understood. Shishya prays for this prarthana, it is to be understood, and na acharyasya, not the teacher. Why? Krutarthatvat. Acharya has accomplished what he wanted to accomplish. Though then is Acharya defined. Krutartho hi Acharyo nama bhavati. Who is Acharya? One who is fulfilled. He alone is a Acharya in its strictest sense. So, Krutartho hi Acharyo nama bhavati. So, teacher is fulfilled. He has already, the aspirations have been accomplished, fulfilled. Therefore, he is Krutarthi. So, Shishya is Akrutartha. So, he is praying for what? Fame and Brahmavarchas. Let the Brahmavarchas come to me. And that Brahmavarchas protects me. The Brahmavarchas is a sign of progress. Brahmavarchas protects me. So, may I that get Varchas, Brahmavarchas. Otherwise, those who are worldly people, they also say, especially when you enter into one particular age, the teenage or middle age, teenage to onwards, up to Bevago fertility is there as long as there. Everybody wants, may I look beautiful. May I look beautiful? Is a desire. Now here similarly Brahmavarchas is saying, not physical beauty here. I don't want physical beauty, but I want Brahmavarchas, inner beauty, inner glow, inner chamak. Chamak born out of purity of mind and intellect. The purity of mind and intellect reflects the glory of Brahman. The reflected light shines out, and that is prayed for. Since Acharya is fulfilled, Krutarthatvat. So what are the nama? Krutartho hi Acharyo nama bhavati. Beautiful. Acharya nama bhavati. Krutartha. To is applicable to only to Krutarthi. Or Krutarthi is a true Acharya. In a strictest sense. Now, here we will stop here. It takes time again. Atha, Anantaram, Adhyena Lakshana, all those things now. Vidhanasya atoho. So, Sahanau, Siksham, Vyakyasyamaha, Varnaswaraha, Matrabalam, Samasantanaha, Yachukta Sikshadhyayaha. That we saw. Then Sahanau, Yashaha, Sahanau, Brahmavarchasam. That's what we saw. Then, Atata Sagam Hitaya Upanishadam Vyakyasyamaha. Now, teacher says, after prayer, Sahano Yashaha, Sahano Brahmavarchasa, prayer is over by student. Then now, Atha, now thereafter, let us start. Upanishad, Samhita Upanishad. For meditations. Meditations and esoteric meditations. When we do this, we get purified. Then we will be fit enough for Brahma Vidya. So, Bhruguvalli, first Sikshavalli, then Bhruguvalli, then Brahmanandavalli will come. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamadachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate Shanti Shanti Arihi Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha Arihi Om Satgurunath Maharaj Ki Jai. Next month, 14th to 20th evening, 15th to 20th morning. Okay.